Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly energy update and happy holidays as we have Christmas happening and also New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, all within the same energy of this week that we're looking at. And on top of all that, on December 29th, Mercury is going into retrograde. So we've been enjoying its pre-shadow as it builds up, but now the retrograde will be in full force. So it's not time to start new things. Consider it like the tide is coming in. If you try to launch anything, it'll capsize or it's going to take a lot of work for very little profit from it. So this is a time to reflect and to revise and just anything that has to do with the past coming forward. You might have people show up in your life that have been missing. And, it could be the revisiting of old memories and stuff coming in as well. So for this reading, we're going to be looking at, because Mercury is about communication too, we're going to ask what self-talk and communication around our worth, our life purpose, our career, what could be helpful to revisit during this time. So that's the energy we're going to be working with. We are, of course, going to have a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to jump into yours right now. All right, Gemini, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. And all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of the video down below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right. So let's take a look here, Gemini. Where does Spirit feel it would be helpful to revisit regarding your self-talk or communication around your worth, your life purpose, your career? All right, actually, they do want this one right here. And you have the Eagle, which is mastery. Beautiful card. And it says, you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. I like it. Let's see what else the Eagle brings in here for you. So the eagle as a totem appears to those who have begun their spiritual journey to mastery and personal illumination. To have this majestic bird fly into your life is a portend of protection and guidance. Eagle medicine allows one to have the gift of keen sight, knowing, and a greater perspective. Eagle is said to carry prayers and requests to the Great Spirit and bring back the answers and wisdom that are needed. Eagle people know how to ride the wind and take advantage of opportunities in the uplifting currents of life. Eagle people travel freely between the two worlds of earth and sky, matter and spirit. So if Eagle has recently become your totem, a new vision will open and a new beginning emerge. You will understand situations with sharp discernment and be gifted with sight, swiftness, and precision. To accept this totem is to embrace heightened spiritual growth. And with Eagle as your totem, you will begin a master. You will become a master of creative forces in the world and soar among the great ones. Wow, I love that. Now, it does give you 4 different questions or statements to ponder if they so resonate. The first one, have you abandoned the connection to your mastery? Return to humility. 2, are your wings constrained by others' expectations? Break free. 3, it is not your nature to live earthbound. Look up, the sky awaits. And number 4, let no one bind your wings. So I do like this. I really feel like the reflection here is allowing you a new beginning, a new start, seeing things from a higher perspective. The voices, the self-talk and the communication from others, it feels like the messages that the ego brings you from spirit actually override all of that other. So I love it because it's like you are on this pivotal point in your life of your spiritual awakening that just takes you to new perspectives. We, of course, will dig in here deeper. So we'll also look here at the Aboriginal Spirit Oracle and see what else they would like to bring in here. Okay, there we go. So, for Gemini, all right, there it is right here. And you have stillness. Beautiful. I'll put that over here and see what else this brings in for you. Maybe, there we go. So stillness can be found in the quietness of your mind, even in the busiest of places. We often get caught up in looking for that quiet place we forget is already within us. We have only to stop for a moment to find it within ourselves. And in the stillness and quiet of mind is a place that is limitless in knowledge and experience. And the message for this card for you says, you are feeling somewhat isolated right now in the stillness of your own thoughts. It's like no one understands what you're going through. To some degree, this is true. However, it is you who does not want to see the full picture. You're like a lost sailor on the ocean navigating through the rough sea with only a small lantern to guide the way. So far, you have only held the light out in front, and that's all you can see. However, when you move the lantern round in other directions, the light will illuminate an ocean of other options. What you need already surrounds you. You just need to shed light on the entire situation and not just aspects of it. Just use your lantern to light the way in other directions to reveal the beauty and wonders that has been there the whole time. Wow, yeah. So you definitely, it's seeing these things from a higher perspective, being still, listening to that still small voice, getting out. And I like that it's the isolation piece is important to hear the whispers, because when you're out in the chaos and all the noise and the rough seas, it can distract you. It can be so noisy, it's difficult to hear, but it's stepping away, really listening, becoming still, and shining that light in more areas, seeing things from different perspectives than just the one that you've been seeing in your mind the whole time. We're also going to pull a card here from the Return of Spirit deck. I call these the spiritual ink blot test because they are fractal imaging, and whatever you see in the picture when I show it to you is a special message from Spirit to you, and of course we'll also read from the book. All right, we want to do that one. So Gemini. All right, this is the one right here. And I will cover this one up, and then you can see it. And so whatever you see in that is a special message for you. And it actually is called immunity. Sorry for the glare there. And we'll put that right here. And let's see what message that brings for you. So the immunity card comes when we are feeling as though we're under attack or in a storm, right? You may be experiencing disagreements or arguments. Perhaps you're feeling belittled, unworthy, or misunderstood. Whatever the case may be, there is a feeling of the need to protect yourself. And sometimes these feelings may not even involve an individual person, but are perceived from the world at large. It's important that you stay grounded at this time and not fall into old patterns of behaviors or reactions. This is an opportunity to deal with your feelings and the situation in a healthier way. You're not responsible for what others say, think, believe, or feel. You do not have to own it or try to fix or change anything in an attempt to appease them. Every person on this planet is responsible for their own behavior. The immunity card offers you a layer of protection from the negative energy surrounding the situation so that you can respond and take action in a positive way. This also helps you see the bigger picture and how to resolve the matter in a way that ensures the highest good for all involved. Seeing the bigger full picture, right, from up above. Seeing the bird's eye view. Just as your physical body builds its immune system energetically, you're building a healthy response system to negative experiences and people. You will not be affected in the same way should you come across this type of situation again in the future. You will gain a healthy form of protection on the inside and no longer need to energetically wear a shell of protection on the outside. Those around you will feel the shift in your energy as you become more accepting and open to letting others into your personal world. Yeah, absolutely. So as you do the more of the inner work and seeing things from different perspectives, you allow other people to express how they feel without needing the need to defend it. I look at it as small T truths, which are those that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. We have those, and we feel we need to defend those points of view, the way we're looking at things, in order to feel safe and secure. Because if our little small T truths are wrong, then we have this fear that we are wrong and that we are unacceptable. We're unlovable. So we battle and battle and battle. That's where those battles come from, the storms and the disagreements. But when you connect to high above to the capital T truths, I call it the Ace of Swords, which is rooted in unconditional love and those viewpoints, those big picture viewpoints of higher realms, then we're able to cut away the thoughts and the beliefs that no longer serve us and we don't care about as much, trying to defend them and try to make other people convince them that we are right and they are wrong, because we know there's a higher truth, that everyone is wrong in the human world, but the higher truths are what are true and do not need to be defended. It's like the Five of Swords energy in the tarot. All right, so we're also going to pull from the good tarot here. And let's see what our spirit has for all you Gemini. So for Gemini, okay. So we go to 1 and 2 and 3. What else? Okay, and for 5, you actually get to 6. An extra card here, so we'll see what that's about here. We'll save that one for the end. These 5 will scooch here and start with this one. So you have the King of the Earth, which the King of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. And the King, it's abundance, it's wholeness, it's fullness in your outside world. But this King does bring beautiful, beautiful wisdom in understanding that when you try to find your worth and your wholeness, your completeness, looking to the outside world for anything from us, we feel unstable, especially if it's our worth. This talked about our self-worth being challenged. Because we're told to look into relationships, situations, and things to define us, but all those are unstable because relationships involve people, and people change or people pass away. So unstable. Situations like job, education, etc. never stay the same. And things like our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen, whatever it may be. It's all unstable in the outside world. And it turns us eventually inward and upward to find that which is stable, which is the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms. It's eternal, meaning it never, ever ends. And unconditional, it's never taken away. We can't lose it because there's not one condition to earn it and not one condition where we can lose it. So I love the strong foundation of the love from above coming in here, really showing that. Yeah, and we have the Wheel of Fortune too. So very beautiful abundance headed your way, these feelings of wholeness and completeness, because the Wheel of Fortune also talks about fated events and that understanding that everything unfolds for us and nothing is happening to us. We're not on an out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode. It is more like a monorail train that is attached to the tracks and have this exact timing of things unfolding and stops happening at the right time. The storms and the chaos and the fighting that happens is when we have this belief that we are on an out of control drama train where our emotions, our decisions on what story we apply in each situation are determined by people outside of us, right? That's where that chaos comes in between those things. The have-tos and the supposed-tos and the shoulds and the need-tos, all those restrictive small t truths I talked about. And so there is this beautiful transformation, this changing of life where things are turning for you in a completely different way. Well, yeah, they have the Page of Water, which the water is the cup suit. And the Page of Water offers the Ace of Cups, which is full of the unconditional love of up above. So again, you become a chalice where you get to fill up with that love, and then everyone else gets the overflow that flows out of you. So you're not in this desperation to battle and to get to anywhere here, as in these, because you are soaring so high above any storms, and you are safe, you are secure, you are in this beautiful place of love instead. And then you have the King of Water. So another king, King of Cups, King of Water. They roll over water, but they also have air, which is a beautiful balance between heart and mind. Higher heart and higher mind. You know, the seeing things from a higher perspective, feeling things from a higher perspective as well. So a really big, beautiful transformation that's happening, a strengthening, a stepping into feeling the royal self of you, but not the arrogant royal dictator kind. A beautiful, loving emperor, a loving king who cares about their kingdom and gives of themselves to the kingdom. I really like that. And then you have the Nine of Fire, the Nine of Wands. The Nine is the Hermit's journey. In the standard, the major arcana, the Nine of Wands is the journey inward of your own power, which makes total sense with what we're talking about here. You're no longer giving away your power to others here. You are finding it, you are transforming it, you're grasping hold of it. The Nine of Wands usually has like 9 wands standing up, creating a wall, but one of those wands is your Ace of Wands. And when you recognize that, oh, that's mine, that is my power, you can go up and remove one of those wands, which opens up the space perfectly enough for you to walk through it, where blocks no longer keep you from moving forward. So I really like that for you. And then your bonus card is the Ace of Swords. So what I talked about in the beginning, and it's perfect, it goes right here where we were talking about connecting to the capital T truths of the higher realm, those rooted in unconditional love, which then allows you to cut away those supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts that are rooted in that fear of not being enough, of not being worthy, of failing, of being rejected. And it cuts away those things and it allows you just this beautiful freedom that comes in, and you no longer feel so limited and restricted by those things. You don't feel this need to get rescued. You don't feel this need to be right. You just allow love to fill you up, and then everyone gets the overflow. And it's beautiful, and it's stress-free, and it's so freeing. No blocks. You get to move through them, and as you step into your power. So I love all this for you. All All right, Gemini. Well, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, pick a card readings, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. If you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there is an option for all, which if you select, two things happen. One, you'll be notified immediately when new videos come out. And two, you'll also be notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. In addition to all that, you also help spread the Zen love and you help the channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy, giddy, happy, excited, wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm ever so grateful. And these are general readings. If you are looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings currently, and all that information is listed down in the description box of the video down below. All right, Gemini, as you head off into this wonderful week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.